What things have disappeared because of the internet? Having a mental catalog of great jokes that most people hadn't heard. It was so much fun to drop a few at parties and get some laughs. You were a real joke wizard. Unfortunately, the internet and smartphones have seriously diminished their popularity. Work-life balance. Nowadays, your employer can always contact you by messenger or email. In many places, you're expected to be in touch even when the workday is over. Even my days off sometimes didn't feel like one because I'd still get emails. It's horrible. If you were exceedingly dumb or had terrible ideas, your reach was really only your direct circle of friends. Now, idiots can broadcast their ideas across the planet with a click. I miss when concerts didn't have a sea of people filming a video from their phone, when people were enjoying the moment instead of worrying about content for their social media. Video game secrets. It was really cool hearing kids talk about, if you beat every person in a row without losing, you fight a secret boss in Street Fighter 2. And the only way to find out the truth is to do it yourself. And being the first to speed news of secrets and Easter eggs among your group of friends. Now, you can look up whatever you want to know, and where to find any object in almost every game there is. I miss that personal experience and when games had genuine mystery. Your like and subscription will really help my channel. My dad says he misses having arguments with friends, which could only be resolved by relying on one's knowledge or by phoning whoever was most knowledgeable on a subject, e.g., did you know lightning travels upwards? No, it goes down. Let's phone your dad. He's a meteorologist. Nowadays, you can pull out your phone and look instantly. It's completely different. A more measured life and a sense of happiness. I never used to think about the fact that teenagers at 16 were already millionaires and driving Ferraris while I wasn't. I didn't compare myself to my friends on social media, looking at their pictures from expensive resorts. I wasn't addicted to constantly checking the news and emails on my smartphone, didn't regret the lost time, and could enjoy real life. Now, if you live in society, it's just impossible to hide from it. Photo albums. My parents have all these awesome albums from when they were kids, and then when they got married, and then from my childhood. I love leafing through them when I'm at their house. My own photos are all on Facebook or Instagram, and it's not the same at all. People act like complete assholes when they don't deal with the consequences. If people had to do it in reality, they would behave more decently most of the time. Rent movies or buy a DVD. It was a special moment when your parents said, "Let's go rent movies tonight," and you knew you were in for a night of staying up late and eating junk food. The magic was lost when all the world's movies became available at the click of a button. Reading a book before bed. Now, I mostly surf the web until I get tired. I used to read books all the time when I was younger, but now I have a lot of trouble with concentrating because of the abundance of entertainment content on the internet and dumb scrolling. Journalism has gone from get the facts right to get it published first. Evening news turned into talk shows and personal opinions, and an unemployed person on social media became a journalist. Saturday morning cartoons. As I get older, I realize the ritual of a thing is just as important as the actual thing itself. A week-long wait makes you appreciate the content. For example, my daughters can watch whatever they want whenever they want to watch it. They can open any episode of My Little Pony or watch several at once. They don't know what it's like to miss an episode of Power Rangers and not be able to find out what was on it. Accessibility diminishes value. User-generated web content with no thought to advertising. Search engine optimization, monetizing, even YouTube has long been occupied by big companies and commercial products. Being off the grid, internet and cell phones ruined it. Nothing stresses me out more than a string of texts in the morning. I feel like I have to check it in case it's work or news related. This feeling is getting on my nerves. Not having access to literally all the information. By that, I mean I love that there is a wealth of knowledge at my fingertips, but there's also a lot of garbage, noise, and information that I just don't need to know. Imagination is dying. It's good for the brain to get bored and wander and think and imagine. At Disneyland, after you had ridden on the Haunted Mansion ride, you could ask a member of staff to provide you with a special secret death certificate to say that you died on the ride. Obviously, it's not legally binding. It was a secret. My mom overheard it, and we all got one of each. When the internet came along, too many people found out about it, and they stopped giving them away. That's what happened with many unique things. Just dropping by friends' houses or playgrounds unannounced to chat and hang out, and arranging to meet at some landmarks because of the lack of communication on the street was a whole separate and interesting quest. Yard sales, garage sales, and flea markets. It used to be about knowing how to haggling and finding valuable items for a good price. Now everyone either uses eBay or puts the same prices as on the internet. Your like and subscription will really help my channel. Thanks a lot for your donations.